Well, hello and welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about, what is happening in the markets, the Wyckoff Bitcoin pump. Are we actually going to see, a Wyckoff pattern form at the bottom? We saw that happening at the top. Are we going to see at the top, and let's leave this as an open conversation. If you like our content, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments about what you think about this Wyckoff pattern and distribution. Isa, welcome, and let's talk about the markets and the Wyckoff Bitcoin distribution pattern.
Thank you, Juliano. So today, we're going to talk more about Bitcoin and what it's doing. And what I've been seeing is a lot of indecision in the market. The bulls have been, people have been trying to take it higher, but each time they get knocked down, and every time it keeps going into lower lows. So I do believe we're still in a bearish pattern. I think that we're going further down. Juliano is going to show you a little bit more about the charts and where we're heading as well.
Perfect. All right, guys, let me bring up the chart over here. One thing that I'm looking at right now is the 50-day and the 200-day moving average. So let me share my screen here, and we're going to talk directly about what's happening on the markets, and is there anything interesting for us here. But basically, are we bearish, are we bullish? So let's talk about and let's see what's happening. So this is the 50-day moving average that you see on the chart. Let me add a 200-day moving average so that you see this is what the big corporations talk about, the bearish versus the bullish market provisions. So here is the 200-day moving average. So you can see that, Isa, can you see the chart pretty well?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so this is the chart of Bitcoin daily chart. We are, at a 50-day below the 200-day moving average. The price is also below all of them. So we are in the bearish territory over here. And what people are talking about is, you can see here, if you can see this screen over here, this is the Wyckoff event and phases. And if you look at this chart and you look at Bitcoin, it does have some similarities of what's happening right here, right? So there is some, accumulation and distribution, and the goal here is that eventually the price is going to go back up. Now, is it going to actually do that? Well, guys, I tell you what I'm seeing in the markets right now, right? So is this a good pattern? Yes, there's a probability that it can happen, but I'm not liking what I see. We do see the 30K level being tested several times, right? So it is a very strong support here. What I don't like is that everybody's talking about this Wyckoff distribution event, right? So people's grandma, people's hairdresser, people's plumbers are talking about these things, right? Is this wrong? It's not wrong. It's just that, think about it. If you are a whale, a big institution, and everybody's talking about it, and you're looking over here, what do you want to do? So basically, they want to accumulate slowly and they want to buy slowly, right? Because if they make a big buy over here, the price is just going to, skyrocket. So they just keep buying little by little. And what's happening right now is that if indeed they know about this Wyckoff distribution accumulation, they're probably going to pump the price up so that people believe that, hey, the Wyckoff accumulation distribution is happening, and then most likely they will throw some kind of curveball that maybe the price will drop again, and then people, oh my gosh, the Wyckoff did not work out, and then the whales probably go here and buy again before the price goes up. Let me know what you think is. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think that's a good analysis. Also, the whales are definitely seeing what people are doing and probably going to do the opposite. So you don't want to fall for those bull traps. We're still in a downtrend. Overall, for the past 12 years, Bitcoin's been going through a huge price discovery. It's still a pretty new investment if you think about it. And these bulls and these bears are fighting right now. So I'll show my chart as well and what we can see from my screen right here. Okay, let's pull BTC up. So yeah, this is the support that I keep seeing, and like Giuliano was saying, it keeps getting tested and it keeps bouncing off of it, but if we do move along these lines and then we do draw one up here, we do see a right angle broadening descending wedge, which we have a video on as well. I think we could ride this all the way down to 20,000, and this is actually a bullish, something that
Bearish or
could be,
bullish?
well, it could be bullish once it does break to the upside, but if we don't break above 40,000 anytime soon, I just see continuation into the 20s.
That's actually a very good pattern over there, because if you see where the lines are, that kind of makes sense to what the whales are probably thinking about, right? The Wyckoff distribution, they probably pump the price up to the 40K. People think that, oh, you're in the bullish now, and then they just go back down.
Yep.
But you can see there, if the price does break down or continue following this pattern, you will see the 20s, 25 and 20 possibility for Bitcoin price. So that's what we have to watch out for.
Yeah, and these are huge support lines right here. So once we do get to 20 to 25, I'll completely change if I do see some bullishness. But right now, all I see is bearishness, and you can see that there's a lot of fakes, right? Right here, we thought it might have been a inverse head and shoulder. It did not make it all the way up. Right here, we thought maybe it's even a double bottom. Right here, it looks like another double bottom. So they're putting all these little traps in, but there's no volume to really support any of that. And that's one thing that we talk about is volume needs to be there, and volume often precedes price. And I don't see anything happening that could be, yeah, medium term bullish right now, short term bearish.
That's correct. Well, I would like to show you something else here too. Why I'm still thinking that's bearish. Unless these patterns are broken, we are still thinking bearish. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the chart of Bitcoin that I talk about, and this is the price of Ethereum, right? So if we take a look at the Ethereum, this is actually a very interesting week. I'm going to talk about the weekly chart here. It's a little bit longer, but we have talked about on our previous videos about different patterns, right? This pattern right here is a bear flag, right? So if you take a look at here, we see a bear flag happening right now, right, on Ethereum, right? This is a bear flag, and it has broken to the downside. So the measure move is, about 1,000. So you put price about $1,000 on Ethereum. So this is actually a very interesting week, because if this week the price does go up, there is a good chance that this pattern is invalidated, right? So what I'm seeing here is still bearish. As you can see, this is Ethereum. I actually have a buy order myself to buy Ethereum at about $1,200 if the price does crash, and then I'll go. If you've seen this cryptocurrency before, this is a very strong altcoin, Algorand. And look at what we see here. We also see a bearish or a bear flag over here too, right there. Look at it, right? So it has broken to the downside over here, right? And the measure move here, it's about 30. So I actually have an order to buy at 50 cents. So I think I was a little bit conservative. So I put around 55 cents. I put to buy some algo if the price does crash down. Because if you take a look at it, it is bearish. So we cannot simply discard this pattern. This is a bear flag, and if it does continue, we will see the price go down. And where is the support here, right? So the support is over here, right? Look at it. It's right around here, and it is right about at the measure move for the bear flag. So unless we have a couple weeks of green candles over here that will invalidate this bear flag, we're still bearish, and we have to pay attention to these patterns, because they are 60 to 70% reliable. So if you're looking about probabilities, the probability is on the downside. So wait for the market to go down, buy low, and see if you rise back up. Back to you, Isa. What are
Yeah.
your final thoughts here? I think we are bearish still, and we want to see this Wyckoff and what the whales are going to do to trap us, because basically they want to take the money from you and I. So we got to pay attention.
Yeah, there are some traps out there, definitely, and it is extremely bearish. But one thing, there is some good news for like Ethereum coming up. I think they're having a hard fork coming up in the summertime. So once you do put your orders in lower, you might get it hit, and it may continue upward in the future. So it's a good move to look for something on sale.
Perfect. Guys, let us know what you think about the Wyckoff distribution pattern. Is it going to happen, or is the whales are going to do some traps to take our money? Leave the comment below, give us the like, and I will see you on the next episode, which
Thank you.
is on Wednesday.
Thanks, guys.